can feel my body cold against the concrete, but I can't seem to get enough. My mind is fixed on what it wants. I just let you beat me. Looks can be deceiving. Let you get the best of me. In bed with my worst enemy.
Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what the first pantry looks like. This was our initial pantry when we moved in. As you guys can see, there's like barely anything in here. It's normally jam-packed. But it has been completely dysfunctional for us. I can't even actually like reach up here. And I'm actually fairly tall. And then it's just totally unorganized and super dysfunctional, as you can see. So we're actually going to be using this cupboard, this one, and this one for our pantry because they're all kind of together and then away from the sink. So this one here right now is a complete mess. We've got our charger plates from the fall and Christmas, as well as our table runner. And then up here we just have some glasses that we don't use very often. Again, I can't reach these. But yeah, so we just have like some beer mugs and some champagne flutes that we use during New Year, and some wine glasses as well. And in here, which I'm completely embarrassed about, it used to look so nice. All of our mason jars used to be labeled, and then down here, and it actually looked really good. But now, as you can see, the labeling has all come and gone. We have some of the mason jars up here. We have some of all these packages up here because it was the only way to keep it away from my toddler. And then as you can see, he got into this bag of icing sugar, so that's why it's in here. This quarter cabinet here is not functional at all right now. We used to use all of our Asian stuff and leave them in here because Ryan really loves pad thais and making homemade sushi and stuff. But as you can see, we have our knives because our toddler was getting into them, so we were putting them up here, totally out of breath. We've got our steamer basket. Our wok lid, we ended up throwing out our wok because it was no good. But I definitely need to organize this and purpose it for our pantry because right now it has no purpose. The last cupboard is our bread cupboard mixed with potatoes, and this is crazy embarrassing, guys. Like, whose pantry or cupboards look this bad? This is insane. Like, I can't even believe we've got like some honey up there. Like, I can't even believe that this is my life right now and that I'm actually showing you guys this online because it's crazy. So we are going to be tackling all of these because holy moly, this is crazy. So I tied up my hair. As you can see, I've got all of my postpartum regrowth and it's crazy. I had a shower this morning, washed my hair, which is good. We're actually going out tonight. It's our anniversary today. So we are going out, but for this video, I'm gonna be like transferring food into different containers, and I'm losing a lot of hair during my pregnancy, and I did not really wanna have it down for that. And I'm also a lot more productive when my hair is out of my face and just up, and I don't have to worry about it falling over and all of that. I just put my toddler to bed, so hopefully he gives me a really good nap so that I can get this done, but I can hear him crying. So hopefully he naps really well so I can do all of this. I got some more chalk labels. I'm gonna organize that. I'm gonna pull everything out of the cabinets, clean up the cabinets as well, making sure they smell good, they're clean, they're fresh, ready to go. I actually have to do my whole kitchen because my whole kitchen looks basically like these cabinets do because we were foolish and naive, and everything that was on the bottom cabinets, we didn't put locks on the doors, and my 18-month-old spends half of his day ripping everything out of the cupboards. So I actually picked up some locks yesterday and a freezer lock because he started playing in our freezer, which I know could be dangerous. And I just don't want to spend half my day cleaning up his mess because that's basically what it is. I have enough stuff to clean up. I have enough stuff to do in a day, and cleaning up after him, from ripping out dish towels, Ziploc bags, all of that is not what I want to do. I'm not going to be doing the full kitchen today because I know I already have so much on my plate. So I'm going to be doing the pantry organization today. And I believe that the kitchen clean will go up next week here on my channel or the week after. I'm going to aim for next week though, because hopefully in the next day or two I'll have the time to do the rest of the kitchen and have it look really neat and organized. I do really well when things are organized, when I know where everything is. My husband was actually looking for vanilla extract yesterday and couldn't find it because God knows where my toddler put it. So it's just so much harder to function when things are not organized and at its spot. So I'm so excited to do that and just have it all cleared out and looking good. So I really hope he gives me a decent nap. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. get me home. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, back up and get me. So put your hand in mine, follow me, let me waste your time. C'est la vie, do some stupid shit. Take a seat, let me waste your time. So put your for your innocence, acting like you're into me. I know this is hopeless, moving in slow motion, trying to control my thoughts, but I can't stop our body talk. This is a no.
Alright, so now that my cupboards are all empty, I've got all of the stuff sitting here. I've got some extra mason jars there. I've got all of my pantry stuff sitting up here on my counter. It looks like so much when it's all out, but it's actually not that much. We typically have a lot more than this. So I've got it all sitting right here, ready to be organized. Alexa, turn on country music.
I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me home. This is a no-go. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me. So put your hand in mine. Follow me. Let me waste your time. C'est la vie. Do some stupid shit. Take a seat. Let me waste your time. C'est la vie.
So now that everything is cleared out of the cupboards, I'm using my Method all-purpose cleaner in the clementine scent to wipe everything down. It's always best to make sure that you're working with a clean surface before you're organizing anything. As you can see, some of these cupboards are extra dirty, so they will require a little bit of elbow grease, but that's okay. And cleaning wouldn't be as much fun if I didn't turn on the music and just danced my heart out while I was cleaning. I love dancing and listening to music while I clean. It just makes a task a lot more enjoyable that way. So why not have a good time with it? I'll also be using the same containers that I've used in my fridge organization video to organize certain things in my pantry. If you guys are interested in a fridge organization video, I will link that up above and down below in the description box as well. I find that putting things in acrylic bins like this or in any kind of basket or bin keeps things looking a little bit neater instead of having them in a Ziploc bag or just thrown on your shelf. This will hold them together. I'm also using this for my sauce mixes, my taco seasonings, curries, things like that. We don't use these all of the time, but it is good to have. Like I've mentioned many times before, when I'm organizing certain areas, I like to also make sure that the areas are clean. So now that I've cleaned out the cupboards, I want to make sure that I'm wiping down all of my mason jars. They could be a little greasy or dusty from flour or other things that could have gotten to it in the cupboard. I'm also going to be repurposing these 2-liter mason jars that we ended up getting from Costco. We had pickles in these before. I did end up cleaning them, sterilizing them, making sure that the dill pickle scent was out of it before putting my flour into here. 2-liter mason jars can be quite expensive, so if you can repurpose glass jars that you already have instead of using plastic, it's totally awesome to do that. Once the mason jars are filled up and cleaned out, I will be using these chalk labels that I got on Amazon to label the mason jars that don't have any labels on them. This way they're a lot easier to find when they're in your cupboard. A lot of things like flour, pancake mix, sugar can all look pretty similar, and especially if the kids are helping out, then they can see that as well. I also find that using these chalk labels are super easy and convenient because you can change out what's in the mason jar fairly frequently, and it makes your pantry look a lot more neat and organized. Some of these mason jars were labeled with the wrong thing inside because I guess I just got too lazy, and when switching products out, I didn't end up writing back the new one. So this is what I'm doing here, and just making sure that they all look clean and neat because they could get smudged after a while and greasy, and I just wanted to make sure that it all looked really nice to go inside my cupboard.
We collide, we break down, caving in to our doubts, faces filled with sadness. When words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fire that we made just to save us when we try to make up for never letting go.
The top of this pantry cupboard is going to serve the same purpose. I'm just putting extra things up there that are in the mason jars or that we don't use frequently. And inside this acrylic basket, I'm just going to put some leftovers as well and just put it up on my shelf to make it look a little bit neater. And same goes for all of our leftover spices and sauces. This way, they're easy to access. They're all in the same area if I need to use them. I am so happy with the way that this pantry cupboard has turned out. The boxes on top bother me a little bit more, but all of these mason jars look so sleek and classic with the white writing on the black labels. I find that looks really great. And I'm just tucking away some of those acrylic baskets with the sauces and spices up behind them. That way, it's a little bit less of an eyesore for me. I know I'm pretty much the only one who opens this cupboard, and it shouldn't bother anybody else, but for me it just makes it look a lot better. Moving on to our once cluttered corner cabinet. It doesn't have a lot of stuff into here, but it's clean and looks really neat. Eventually we will be putting more chips and kind of those types of snacks in here, but for the time being we just have some of our charger plates and stuff. And then our breakfast cupboard just has all of our breads and toast. We're also keeping our potatoes in here and some avocado, and then all of our spreads and things that the kids would like to put on their toast, as well as our honey, granola, and some oatmeal. Alright guys, so there you have my pantry organization. This one is a little bit unconventional because we do live in a pretty old house and it doesn't have your traditional pantry like newer homes do, but we do have quite a bit of cupboard space, so we're just trying to make do with what we have. So I'm really happy with how all of this turned out and how it looks, and it's actually really practical as well, and then everything will stay a lot fresher than if they were like in bags, because bags might stay open and things like that. So now that we have grouped all of our food on one area of the kitchen, it should be a lot better for food prep because our counter space is all right here. And then we have the glasses closer to the sink, so that just makes a lot more sense. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I will be doing a whole kitchen deep clean and organization because it is completely crazy and a total disaster because my toddler has kind of picked through everything and I have just been shoving everything everywhere. But I did get some cupboard and drawer locks yesterday, so Ryan will be putting those on tomorrow or the day after, and then hopefully I can organize it all. It will stay that way and I will show you guys how I end up doing it as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. It lets me know that you guys like organization and cleaning videos here on my channel and definitely encourages me to make more. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you on Friday. Bye guys.
Promise not to say that we break up, just to start all over.